Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Devine. Yeah, dude.
I like that.
I want you to meet my co-host, Scott Randolph.
What's up, big
What's up,
dog?
Scott?
And
How's it going, man?
It's going.
up at the front of the RV, we have Paul Brisske.
What's up, Adam? How are you?
What's up, Paul?
Great to talk to you.
So
Really nice. You have a very sultry sounding voice there, Paul.
does he?
Thank you
Oh
very
my
much.
God.
Appreciate that.
I don't know what's sexier, his voice or his face.
Yeah,
You
I haven't
guys.
seen this face, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Dude, I surround myself with hot guys, Adam.
Yeah, but lots of hot boys. Smart.
Yeah, dude. So, man, first off, thank you for doing this, man. I feel like we need a sample on our little soundboard for a fucking huge star alert. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
wait. We got the applause for you.
Good. I feel at home now.
Yeah, dude. And I don't ever want to, like, hit people with the same bullshit. Like, when people ask me, so what stunt hurt the most? And, but I do find it interesting that, as I understand it, you came right out of YouTube, right? Like, just...
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of. Me and the guys, we from Workaholics, we started like just doing YouTube videos and shit. I mean, to be perfectly honest, you guys inspired the whole Jackass crew inspired a lot of what we were doing. But then we were like, oh, that looks really painful, and none of us are skilled when it comes to anything like that.
I think it's the other way around. I think the Jackass guys had no skill, and you guys are like had legitimate comedic.
But you guys had like stunt abilities where you're like, oh, I could do that, and I could twist my body in a way that it'll hurt, but I won't die probably.
Yeah.
Everything would shatter on my body immediately. So we were like, I guess we have to write shit. So then we wrote sketches, and then ended up creating Workaholics based on something that we did on YouTube. Like we did a web series, and then Comedy Central saw that and reached out to us and was like, do you guys want to do a TV show? And we actually didn't, because it was they like sent us a message through YouTube, like their email type thing. And we didn't know that existed, so we never looked at it. And Comedy Central thought we were fucking big timing them. They were like, when we finally got to it, it was like 3 months later or whatever. And we are like, oh yeah, we'll come in for a meeting or whatever. And then after we sold the show, they were like, oh, we thought you guys were the coolest motherfuckers alive.
Nice.
You didn't call us back for months. We thought you were like big timing us. And we're like, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember the first time I saw you guys was when I showed up at the Charlie Sheen roast.
Yeah.
And I got my nose broken that night, and you guys had this whole setup on the red carpet, and they were kind of cycling interviews through.
Yeah, they just didn't know what to do with us. So they were like, it's the new show, so you guys host a red carpet. And we never hosted anything before. So we were just up there just fucking, just being like, are you going to give it to him hard? Are you going to roast him good? We're like, yeah, I guess so. You're really bad at this.
Yeah, I love
It was fun, man.
So Workaholics is like the big break. And what's the production company making it? Is it you guys?
It was us. Yeah, we formed our own production
That's
company.
badass, dude.
Yeah, and then our management company as well. They have a production company. So they had a little more infrastructure. And then we just really did everything. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So it was like a lot of learning as we were going. Because we were pretty young. We were like 25 years old when we got the show. And we weren't like TV writers. We didn't know. We just came from YouTube. And I was doing a lot of stand-up and that kind of thing. So we didn't know how to write for TV. Durs had like written a few spec scripts because he, wanted to be a writer. But the rest of us had no knowledge. So we were literally like running a writer's room. We hired someone that we thought was really funny, Kevin Etten, and he was our showrunner, and he kind of helped us. But literally we would like go home and read books on how to write for television and then come back the next morning and be like, you know what, I think we should put a button on that scene going into the act break. And everyone's like, yeah, that's how TV works. That's what you do. So they come back and you're like, that's right.
So is that high praise for books about how to write TV shows?
Yeah, that's all you have to do. You just have to read a book.
Dude, I love it, man. And so Yeah, dude, productive. That's been like a tough nut to crack, like to get a network or a platform to trust you enough to be the production company. It sounds like the management company kind of helped out a little bit and kind of
Yeah.
that was the training wheels, and then off you go, and now you're just bona fide, do everything yourself. How about the Netflix movie Game Over, man? Like, what was the production company for that?
Your starring vehicle.
Yeah, dude. Thank you for putting me in that. By the
No
way.
problem, man. I was pumped that you guys wanted to do it. It was so fun. We produced that as well as Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg's company, Point Grey,
Got it.
and also Scott Ruden's company.
Yeah,
and
man.
so there was a lot of like that was awesome because it was Netflix wasn't, because they gave us like a real budget to shoot that movie.
Right.
And so like they weren't just going to give us $25 million and go, hey, good luck.
Sure.
So luckily we had Scott
Seth Rogen.
and Beth, yeah, to sort of feel like, give it to him. You know.
Right. Yeah, that journey behind the camera, man, it can be a long road, huh? Seth Rogen pulled it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was there the night of the premiere, right? I went with you, and then
Yeah.
that was when you showed your hog in
Right.
front of the
Well,
whole
dude,
world.
I can't wait to talk about that. But dude, let me
We got a
showed their
whole
hog.
section.
We have a whole.
I mean, that's the only thing we really. But the 25 million, assuming that's what it was, that they gave you to make Game Over, man, was
Yeah, I think it was maybe 23 million, something. I can't remember exactly.
very
yeah,
well spent. I mean, very well spent because I can kind of tell what like when I do something, if I have a little part in something, or if I'm on a podcast, like sort of how much feedback I get, and it was absolutely overwhelming. You know, I'm not just
that's
blowing
awesome.
smoke up your ass. It was absolutely overwhelming all day, every day when that movie came out. Dude, I saw you. Oh man, you got killed. Oh, dude, I saw you in that movie. So I knew that you guys got eyeballs on that, man.
Yeah, I feel like our fan base is there's a lot of crossover there. I feel like and yeah, it was awesome, man. I mean, and Netflix is so cool because it's just so easy for people. It's so easy for people to watch. Like the barrier, everybody has Netflix. Like
Right.
everybody has Netflix.
Right.
Like more people have Netflix than just have cable. And so I get like it's an R-rated movie. Like I slice a guy's face off with a meat slicer. My dick's out for like 3 minutes. I think you can kind of see my butthole. It's
hard
like,
R.
It's a hard R. And I get like little kids. I mean, I haven't lately because of COVID times, but I get like children, like 12-year-old kids being like, hey man, I just want to let you know Game Over Man's my favorite movie. I watch it like with my buddies like every night. And I'm like, what, dude?
Right.
Do you watch that movie every night? Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Did you let your mom know that you're going to be fully nude, or did you just wait for her to watch it?
I did. Yeah, I told her. I mean, the thing is when I shot the scene, when I shot this, just to give some reference for people that maybe haven't seen it, what are you doing? Go watch it. But it's a terrorists have taken over the hotel we work at. We're trying to hide in a room, and they're coming down the hall with machine guns. I take my belt off and I go, I got just the plan. And you're like, is he going to attack the guy with the belt? They come in the hotel room, and then they open up the hotel room door, and I've autoerotic asphyxiated myself, and I'm hanging in the closet as if I'm dead, holding my dick in my hands. And so that's the scene. And then we end up fighting these guys, and my dick is out the entire time. So, but for the premiere, I told my mom that my dick is going to be out in the movie. And she's like, oh, it's nothing I haven't seen before. You know, she's just a sweet Midwestern woman. And while I was invited my parents to the premiere, you know, it was a big deal for me. And I invite them to the premiere, and when that scene comes and my dick is out and I'm flapping around everywhere, my mom reaches over to me and grabs my hand and goes, I'm so proud of you. Which is the sweetest thing. I mean, oh my God. Thank God she's like that and not just like you're a disappointment.
Yeah.
Right.
You're out of the family.
That was
Just holding your hand.
disappoint my family plenty. So how long you been married now? And congratulations, by the way.
I'm not yet. COVID kind of
so you just got engaged. Marathon engagement like me.
yeah.
How long have you been engaged for?
Well, it's been a year now in October.
What about you, Steve?
Creeping up on 3 years.
Woo! Hey, just bask in the glow, man. You have your whole life to be married.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
were you with your fiance at the time that you shot Game Over, Man?
yeah. Mhm.
And how did she feel about the schlongage?
She knew what she was getting into when she started. She'd seen Workaholics. She knows.
Right.
She's familiar. And I wrote the movie. Me and the guys wrote the movie. So she knew. She read the script and she was like, Jesus Christ! And your dick is going to be in like 7 pages of your dick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we'll cut around. It won't just be my dick the whole time. And then in the edit bay, Kyle's just like, dude, I tried to make it so it's not your dick the whole time, but it's really funny if your dick is just out the whole time. And I'm like, well, all right. And it was funny when we shot that scene, like the crew guys were so uncomfortable at the beginning of the day because it was a whole big fight scene. So it took like 7 hours to shoot. So they're wildly uncomfortable. These are like grizzled crew guys, like that, or like your dad's age, just like working a camera or in a boom op and like, grips and shit. And by the end of the day, couldn't care less that my dick is out there. Like they're actually like coming up with better shots. They're like, it'd be funny to like zoom in like down low. I think the dick will look funny coming at like from this like a hero shot up to the dick. And I'm like, all right, I guess we're adding shots now. We're adding dick shots?
My sexy guy up here, Paul Brisske, with the sexy voice, is also my editor. And he has spent a lot of time staring at my dick.
Oh, my God. It's true.
Lucky man.
Yeah.
I've seen Steve jack off to completion from 12 angles.
Yeah.
Every frame.
Yeah, I had to throw together your vasectomy bit in the beginning, and I was just like 4 hours of staring at them cut your balls open.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I had a big stunt I was so excited about called skyjacking, where I was jacking off. I'm butt naked in an airplane, got a guy strapped to my back, and I'm whacking it for the fucking fences. And I fall out of the airplane simultaneously blowing a load.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's why we had 12 angles. Because it was awesome.
The world needed it. So you were able to, that's impressive. I don't think I would.
It was a logistical nightmare.
Yeah.
I brought a DVD player with me.
Okay, so you got yourself there by like watching porno or whatever.
Correct. Yeah, now here's the fucking butt kicker. Like right before we take off, they say, hey, dude, like this needs to happen within a very tight window of 2 minutes. Because if you fall out of the airplane at any other time, we're going to miss the drop zone.
Oh,
so
sure.
I'm going to have to kind of fucking thread the needle with this one.
Yeah. So you really, you queued up the perfect video.
I queued up the perfect fucking scene. I told them, I thought about it for a second. And then I said, okay, give me 1 minute's notice. Give me 1 minute's notice before the 2 minutes starts.
Yeah, smart. Yeah.
Skill. See, that's that talent that you didn't have to write a workaholic show. You had these skills that come within a window like that.
Right. But
we all have something.
My girl, at one point, I remember my girl saying, she fucking caught me just off guard. She says, it really bothers me the way that you get naked all the time, like with your dick, I don't like that. She's like, we're in an intimate relationship, and I kind of feel like that's my dick. I don't like you showing it to everybody.
Sure, yeah.
And
you're like, baby, it's the world's dick. At this point,
This is insured for $500,000.
at this point, this is an international cock.
I think I got myself a little bit in a better position. I said, babe, whatever I do, it's a lot funnier if I got my dick out. And that was it.
Yeah.
Couldn't argue with that. That's true.
You can't argue with that.
It's a spiritual axiom.
Yeah.
It's an immutable law of nature. Yeah. So
I want to go back. One
more thing on the dick.
Sorry.
I'm so excited now to announce that I'm selling at my website autographed dick pics. Thank you very much. Yeah.
That's when you got to hit him with the horn.
Yeah, dude. Let's get that cheers. Because I have this one bit where I'm like, you know what? Women can just paint their boobs and walk around like it's no big deal. So why can't I paint my dick and do whatever I want? It's a fucking dick pic, dude.
Where can they get those?
You can get them at steveo.com in our brand new Naughty store, which you have to be 18 years old to enter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm a cyclist now too. I just got a bike. I'm a fitness influencer. I'm out there. I'm letting the people know. I bought a road bike at the beginning of COVID times, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna need to do something during this time. And yeah, I've just been riding. I'm not losing any weight. I don't know what it is.
It's so dangerous too.
Especially in LA.
I'm also like filming myself. I'm like being a true asshole. You know, I've crashed multiple times.
I had my worst crash ever like 2 weeks ago. I'm still not okay. And I only crashed because I was filming myself. I was like, this footage is going to be dope. I'm going to go so fucking fast. And fucking the footage is of me crashing.
And admittedly, probably pretty good footy.
It's all right. It's pretty good.
It's dark.
It's pretty good. Like I'm crumpled on the ground doing that really tough to listen to groan.
Yeah, the sound is weird.
Where you're like, this could be the end.
Right.
Yeah. I might have punctured something on that one.
Thank God it wasn't a car, because when I got into cycling and I really got into it, so I'm always going into all the bike shops. Oh, let me get this out. What's going on? You know, like, let's tune this up. And it just seemed to come up in conversation in every bike shop that everyone I spoke to had a horrible little tussle with a car, which wound them up in the hospital. Like, it's a fucking dangerous activity.
It is. Well, I got a little place in Orange County by the beach. So I'm like right on the beach. So I'm like I just like cruise the boardwalk. And like on the weekdays when there's nobody here, it's fucking great. On the weekends it's a nightmare because it's filled with people. But yeah. So
clever.
But for the most part, I did get hit by a car, stayed on the bike.
Wow,
didn't
nice.
fall. It clipped me. Like it was just driving along, and then I guess it decided it was going to turn in this driveway and just like turned right into me, and I skid and I'm going sideways and I go and just straighten up and then just kept riding. I felt like a fucking superhero. I'm like, Lance Armstrong doesn't have shit on me. I just fucking escaped death.
Yeah, dude. Fucking right on, man.
Have you always lived I know you came from Ohio, but you went to Orange Coast College, right?
Omaha. Not Ohio.
What did I say? Sorry.
Ohio. Yeah, it's okay. And people, if it's just the O. If you're not from Omaha, no one
it's a flyover state. Nobody gives a
people
shit.
just don't even know it. And they're like, Ohio, Orlando, I don't know, where the fuck ever you lived, Oklahoma, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I moved out here when I went to Orange Coast College in Costa Mesa, which is just right up the street from me now. I
took an EMT class there. That's where I got.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Go Pirates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And it's like a community college. It's it was so fun. And I basically moved to Orange County because my parents like thought I would just get fucking gang raped if I moved right to LA. They were like, you're too cute to just move right to LA. Yeah, you couldn't argue with it because that booty was popping at 18. And
baseball butt.
Yeah, I had that baseball badonk. And yeah, so they were just like, I actually saw the movie Orange County. This is the reason I moved to Orange County. I saw the movie Orange County. It came out when I was like 17 years old or something with Colin Hanks and Jack Black. Mm-hmm. And the whole premise of the fucking movie is Colin Hanks is like, he wants to get out of here and he doesn't want to go to the community college down the street where it's just nothing but stoners and dumb hot chicks. And all everybody does every day is just smoke weed and go to the beach. And he needs to get out of there. And I'm like, I need to get there. I'm like, that's where I want to go to school. And
Sold.
so my parents were like, okay, you're not living right in Hollywood. You can go there. And then I went there. And then 2 years later, I had like 0 transferable credits. I think I had 6. I took 2 years of school with 6 transferable credits. And all I took was like improv classes and creative writing and, screenwriting. And so I couldn't go to an actual 4-year college after the 2 years. And so I was like, I'm just going to give comedy a try. And my parents at that time were like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So when did you start doing stand-up? Was that when you were at school?
Yeah, I started when I was like, I really started in like earnest when I was about 19 or 20. And that's when I like really would go for it and would do open mics all the time and kind of took it more serious. And I got a job working at the Hollywood Improv, which was like, to me, like the greatest gig. I consider that like my first break in Hollywood because they weren't hiring. I went every fucking day and was like, hey, are you guys hiring yet? And they're like, we're not hiring. And finally, they were just like, Jesus, you've beaten us down. You can answer phones during the day. And I got to know everybody. I got to know the bookers. Everyone knew me. I said, Hollywood Improv, Adam Devine speaking. Like I let them know that I'm Adam Devine. And like everybody, even just people are just trying to buy tickets. Like, oh, I don't care at all who you are. 2 tickets for Daniel Foster, whoever. But it was cool. And I got to see like what was great about working the Hollywood Improv. It's like one of the best comedy clubs in the world. So you see every great comedian come through there. It's not like you're working at the Chuckle Hut in Cincinnati or some shit. You're like, it is the like premier comedy club that in the Comedy Store. And so I got to see like Chris Rock and all just the fucking greats. And yeah, and I think it helped me be less shitty out the gate.
Dude, there needs to be a comedy club called the Chuckle Hut.
I was just wondering if that's true or not.
I bet there is. Like there's so many bad comedy club names.
Chuckle Hut.
The Chuckle Hut.
Dude, fucking get that.
Get that website. Yeah. We'll share it with you, dude. I'll go to GoDaddy and get the website.
For sure, there's there's like there's Bananas, there's Zanies, there's the Funny Bone,
the comic strip,
there's comic strip, Yuck Yucks,
Yeah, there's.
I'm
the Giggle Palace.
I hope I think the improvs are going to be okay because there's they're a huge chain, but I'm like kind of worried for some of these smaller comedy clubs. With COVID, it just sucks because I'm such a fan of comedy clubs. I think they're
right.
I just think they're the best. And I remember like when I was a kid, my parents, when they would go to a comedy club and then they'd come home and they're just drunk and they're like, oh man, that was the best. And I remember being like excited to like hear stories about like what the comic would say or like what happened. Did they pick on anyone? Was there a heckler? Like I was just stoked on that whole, the whole thing.
For sure, man. I love that too. And yeah, I worry about clubs too. Like our guy, Dan in Peoria, the Jukebox.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what's going on with him. Well, yeah. What about like during the pandemic? Have you been able to shoot any movies? Have you what's going on?
No, I haven't. No, I did. I'm doing the podcast with the Workaholics guys. This is important, is the name of the podcast. And it's also really important that we have a podcast. 4 more guys with a podcast. It's important. And so that's been like, I'm like, thank God we did that because we've been talking about it for a couple of years now. And it's like a good way to like keep in touch. And we used to all live together for like years, for like 7-8 years, we lived together. And like, when you are all just communicating, it's easy to like have the creative juices flowing. And that's why like our output was so great during that time. Like we hundreds of videos. And then into Workaholics, and we were seeing each other every day, and we did 80 something episodes, and then Game Over Man and writing other shit. But then we kind of for the last couple of years haven't seen each other as much, and I was like, fuck. And so we got the podcast, and luckily we're doing that. But no, I haven't really shot anything during this time. It was I have like a lot of stuff that was about to go, and then because of COVID, it just was put on the back burner. I'm doing I was in South Carolina about to shoot the second season of The Righteous Gemstones.
Nice.
The show I'm on
Such a good
HBO
show.
with. Yeah, thanks. I'm like I love it, and it's like the cast is incredible, and Danny McBride and Edie Patterson, who plays my sister, is hilarious. John Goodman, Walton Goggins, and
Danny
we were about to
McBride.
start. Yeah, Danny's the best.
He's the
he's
fucking
like
shit.
he's also just like the coolest, nicest guy. It's cool when you meet someone and you're like, I hope they're cool. It'd be a bummer if you met someone and they're like, but Danny's like exceeded my expectations because he plays like kind of dickheads a little bit.
Oh,
like,
sure.
you know what I mean? And so
He's
you're like,
so
I hope
funny,
he's just
man.
not a fucking asshole like his characters, but he isn't. He's like the nicest guy, and he's so fucking cool. So we're about to start shooting that. I literally was like day one of shooting, and then the news is like, all of a sudden it's a global pandemic, and we're like, that's what we're calling it. We're going with global pandemic. That seems pretty serious. And then and they're like, I think you guys. It looks like you should probably go home. We'll probably be back in like 3 weeks is our guess. And then we'll fire everything back up. And then once we get this under control and then start back up. And then, that was in February. So,
Right.
Fuck.
Man.
Or
Yeah,
March,
that's
I
when
guess.
like 3 weeks sounded like a long time to like shut
Yeah, I
things
know.
down. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
3 weeks? Oh my god.
Now we're about to go on
be
another
in my house
lockdown.
for 3 weeks. I know, dude. It's nuts. Down in Orange County,
They don't
people
give a
here
fuck down
they
there. dude.
don't give a fuck. They
Yeah.
do not care. It's actually like, I mean, it's a little bit awesome because you're like, it seems kind of normal, but at the same time, you're like, oh, this is just a hotbed. Like they don't care at all.
I went on a date yesterday and we went to this restaurant. Nobody had their mask on. Everybody even walking around the town. I was just like freaking out.
You were down in Carlsbad?
It's down in San Clemente.
Okay.
And it was just like we're just walking around town. Nobody
they don't
gives
fucking
a
care.
fuck.
They really
And the
don't.
server came and she had a face shield on, and the face shield was at like a straight angle, so like even
It was just channeling everything to her.
everything was just dropped. And I went on a date with the nurse, and I was like, hey, look, I'm not trying to freak out, but like this is kind of gnarly. She's like, oh, this whole room is fucked because of this girl right here. And she brought out the lattes, and like it was just going right down into the lattes, like all over spit,
How did you meet the nurse?
A dating website.
A Hinge?
I went on Hinge when I was down there.
Yeah. How much time are you spending with
I
your-
already deleted it. It's just too much, dude.
So you're in this like
Yeah.
oh, I deleted. Oh no, okay, I'll try it again. Like
No. Because I was working down there a lot. And I was like, man, I'm just working so hard, and then I need a little release. I got on a dating app, and then it just
so you swear off the dating app and then you relapse.
Yeah.
How many times have you deleted it? And
in
then
my
put it-
life,
Yeah, and then put it back
like
on.
9. It's just insanity,
Because I've been dating my girl for so long that I like miss the whole dating app movement that has happened. And it's actually like, it looks fucking awesome.
Dude,
Like,
I can't argue there, man. I see like they see Scott's apologetic and like it's sort of not all on because he thinks it's a bad thing, so he'll delete it and then put it back on. But we have like other buddies that are just all about the swipe, and they're just swiping and they're just
I asked my buddy. I was like, dude, how many dating apps are you on? He's like, all of them, dude.
and we got a couple guys that are really mowing them down. One in particular.
Yeah.
Really mowing down like pretty hot chicks too.
Hey, let me ask you, how long were you dating your fiance until you started farting in front of her?
we covered that the other day. I'm not like a huge farter. Like it just doesn't happen that often. Like like some people just they're just very flatulent people. I'm not that flatulent of a guy. So I mean, I have for sure. It actually, what's great about Chloe is she can't smell that well. Like truly, I've farted and then she walks in the room and I'm like, you know, like trying to like early on in the relationship, I'm trying to like dissipate the fart with my hand,
like spinning around.
And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Nothing. What? What's up?" And then she's like, just sat down and like started to eat eggs or something. Like was just like had a meal.
It smells good. What is it?
In the room that I just like bombed, and I was like, "Oh, she's gonna smell this." I had no recollection, didn't know it at all, and I'm like, "I think I love you." I was like, "This is it."
Yeah,
she's the one.
That's how you knew she was the one.
Yeah, meant to be.
Yeah.
So, do you plan on having a family?
Yeah, I think so. You know, yeah. I want to get married. I just want to get married before I have the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of old school, but I'm like, that was just because we were gonna get married. We had a whole day planned and everything, and then the venue canceled all events for all of 2021, all of next year. So we had a date for like September of next year, and then they're like, you know what, fuck it. And we're like, oh,
We're calling it.
Yeah, you don't want all of our money? All right. So now I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, we might just start churning kids out now. Who knows?
It seems that, like, I heard divorce rates, like, people like filing for divorce because during the pandemic, everybody's forced to you know,
deal with their shit.
Like,
yeah.
The pandemic really puts your relationship to the test. And I'm stoked that my girl and I haven't gotten burned out on each other. We just get along great.
Yeah, we do too. Like I think I don't get bothered by things. Like I don't let things like stack up on me. Like if something's bothering you, I'll just be like, bothering me, I'll just let you know right away. But like I think things stack up on her a little bit because I didn't know that I breathe heavy. But that's like something that like she's just like, Jesus Christ, you're breathing so heavy. I'm like, I'm just what? I'm just breathing. And she, you know, it's like the little things that she's like, are you're gonna chew, you are chewing with your mouth open right now. And I'm like, I don't even know I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I don't know. But for the most part, yeah, it's been pretty. Yeah, it's like it would suck if like there was a few like cracks in the armor, and then really you have to be with that person all the time, and then all of a sudden it's just. But also, why get divorced now? It would be a horrible time to be going through a divorce because besides this maniac over here, you can't. It's like dating right now is probably pretty difficult, right?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I
don't know, Scott. What do you think?
Well, I'm taking it seriously. Like, I'll go to date and get COVID tested. You know?
Out of all of us, Scott's so funny because he takes the pandemic very fucking seriously, and like, so here, like every date, like. Oh my God, I gotta get a COVID test. Like, so like
this last girl I went on a date with, like she already had it.
The hypochondriac, fucking sex addict.
Yeah, there's a dilemma here, you know. It's like I won't have sex all quarantine, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know, I'm gonna start having sex again, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do that anymore. And then I'll just go like another 6 months without even having sex.
Just a tortured individual.
That's rough. I'm sorry you have to do that, man.
It's okay. I don't mind sometimes.
Do you have any pets, Adam?
No, I don't. I wish I would have gotten. I want to get a dog, but I mean, well, that's yours, Steve-O. I can't have your dog.
Right.
You just look down at his dog. I'm like, yeah, that's yours. I want to get a dog, but you know how it is I'm always traveling, and I like when I go to Charleston, I rent a house there, and they're like, it's very hard to find a house that they'll rent and then also let you bring your dog.
That's Charleston, South Carolina,
South
to work
Carolina.
with Danny McBride.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna be there?
Dude, we have to do so many safety protocols. We're shooting 10 episodes. That should take 4 months tops. 6 months. Because of all the safety protocols, you can only shoot like something like 8 hours a day, and then they got to spend 2 hours cleaning everything, like at the end of the day, every day, and then that like every like 2 weeks they have to take a week off. Yeah. For sterilization. I have no idea exactly why the fuck it's going to take so long, but I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, I'm gonna rent this house for 6 months, but I wish I would have gotten a dog at the beginning of quarantine, because it would have been a good just a little quarantine buddy,
Yeah, dude, it's the best, man. It is
is that the dog that you got in Peru, right?
Peru, yeah. Thank you for knowing that.
Yeah, I did it. I weirdly did know that.
She's a bona fide fucking star, man. I love this fucking dog so much.
She loves the podcast too. When we're setting up, she I think it's because she gets treats when she lays there, but she just loves it. She jumps in the van first.
Yeah. Oh, dude, she's ready to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I had something. I fucked Zac Efron. Oh yeah, what's up with Zac Efron?
We're all dying to know, dude. We all got it.
By the way, that was totally it.
Yeah. I like. What kind of question? What do you mean? What's up with
Paul, you were talking about
how hot is that guy? I mean,
okay, let's start with how hot is he?
He's like. Well, it's weird because he's like a pretty. I mean, he's a really nice dude.
Hot
he's
dude.
Like just a great guy. But like, he is like a super hot, super hot dude. For whatever reason that I keep getting cast, like opposite like honky dudes, and then I'm like the regular guy schlub that I think America can relate to, and they're like, yeah, I'm kind of like him, and then there's always that fucking hunk over there, and because I worked with Liam Hemsworth in a movie, Isn't It Romantic? And also he's the same thing where it's just like you're just like, Jesus Christ, like you won't see him for a while, and then he'll be like you're at craft services or whatever, and then all of a sudden Zach or Liam is like right next to you, and you're like, Jesus, God damn, you're sexy,
They're even hotter off camera than they are on camera.
But specifically, the camera can't capture all that beauty. But specifically with Zach, I saw like grown women, like 50-year-old women, like melt in front of him, like act like little girls, like, oh, and like objectify him in a way that I've never seen a man objectify. Well, I take that back because I've been to strip clubs, but no, like just like truly just like melt in front of him. I'm like, oh, this is weird, dude. And he's like, yeah, it's so weird. Like, he's like, I don't even like to, if I see like a pack of like 50-year-old women, I try to steer clear because they will just lose their minds. And I'm like, yeah, that is a weird, I don't have that problem at all. They don't give a shit about me.
Poor guy.
Me, it's like 20, 30-year-old dudes. I'm like, fuck, I gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
Some kids with a skateboard. You're like, all right, let's get out of here.
It's like we're at like Denny's at like 2 a.m. It's like, fuck, dude. Okay, going that way, and
Zac Efron's like, dude, there's
like hot milfs are trying to fuck.
Way too much pussy over there.
Yeah, he's like, oh god, I can't even walk past that.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. Were you in Hawaii with Zach when he fucking rode the tiger shark?
Yeah, dude, we were together.
Ocean Ramsey,
that's right. He goes, it's early on in shooting the movie, and Zach is like, yo, dude, tomorrow I got to set up. You want to go shark diving? And I'm like, no. But, I'm trying to like fit in, and it's like my first starring role in the movie. So I'm like, well, if he's doing it, I guess I should do it. And I went and dude, that was like the fucking scariest thing. First of all, didn't know I got seasick, wildly seasick. And so we get out there and she's like, it'll actually be better once you're in the water. And I go, oh, okay. And I get in the water and she's like, if any of the sharks are being aggressive, I'll like tell you. this shark, and she's like, if they pop their gills out and if they come up next to you and hip check you, they're like sizing you up. And I'm like, oh, okay. Sure enough, there's like 17 sharks in the water. They're fucking everywhere. Your head's on a swivel, and the shark comes right up next to me. It's like popping its gills, and just like it comes out of nowhere from the deep blue and just hip checks my ass by a fucking shark. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then she's like, come up. When I go up, and she's like, that shark is being weirdly very aggressive to you. I'd recommend getting back on the boat for a while and just kind of letting him chill out. I'm like, good call. And I get on the boat.
Puking.
Zach's in the water. He's having a great time. The sharks fucking love the guy.
They're
the sharks
gushing
just love
over him.
They're
They're all female sharks. Like,
yeah, they're all girl sharks.
Ovulating.
I get back on the boat. Now I'm seasick. I'm puking. I'm chumming the water with my own vomit. And then she's like, what are you doing? You're chumming the water. And I'm like, I'm seasick. And she goes, I'm going to need you to get back in the water. I'm like, with that mean shark? And she's like, it'll be fine. And we get in, and all this, I'm back in the water. The shark is kind of leaving me alone. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, the sharks disappear behind me, disappear in front of me. I see them all just like swim off into the darkness. And I'm like, well, that's a weird sign. And she's like, come up. We come up, Ocean Ramsey, me, Zach, Ocean. And we go up, and she's like, hey, there must be an apex predator in the water. And they're like, big, more than the sharks? And they're like, yeah, it's either a great white, which I doubt. I think it's probably a tiger shark. Sure enough, the thing was like 13 feet long. It was fucking massive. Tiger shark. And they're like, she goes, it's more interested in the boat than us. It's been circling us for a while. Let's just stay close to the boat and and let it chill. And I'm like, I'm gonna stay on the ladder. That's where I'm staying. and the shark is swimming around. Zach swims over to it, grabs it by its fin, and rides it as if it's a fucking like a little kid ride that you put a quarter in at like outside of a Kmart or some shit. And he rides it. The shark does nothing. He comes up, and we're all like, holy shit, that's insane. Oh my God. And she's like, yeah, definitely don't do that again. That is insane. And we go back down. He rides it again. This time the shark like gives him like a little like shoulder shimmy and just like sort of wiggled him off. We come back up, and we're like, oh my God. Ocean's like, that's crazy. Definitely don't do that again. Oh, holy shit. That's wild. Zach does it a third time. Grabs it. Now the shark's just like, get the fuck off me, dude. Like, why do you keep touching me? And the shark like threw, like bunking Bronco style, threw him off. And Zach like goes flying in the water, and then it comes up, and Ocean's like, that's great. Everybody on the boat right now. That's insane.
We're done.
And yeah, but then, but in hindsight, Zach didn't get bit. Nothing bad happened. He looks cool as shit in the story. He got to go on all the talk shows. He has a video. So they have all this really cool footage of him like swimming up to the shark, grabbing it by its fin, looking all cool. Meanwhile, I'm like in the background, like aggressively swimming. Yeah, just puking on myself underwater, just swimming backwards. Like I look like such a bitch. Meanwhile, Zach's like looking all cool, swimming towards it, and I'm like aggressively doggy paddling away.
Dude,
but
that whole story, like it hit me so hard because going back to, when Jackass was a little TV show on MTV, I mean, like 20 fucking years ago. And we go out with Manny, the shark guy, and that was the deal. We're going to go ride a shark. We thought we were going to do that. Manny fucking grabs the fin. He's riding the shark all over. Like, we realized this is not going to happen. It's not going to happen at all. And like, kind of over the years, just gave up on that. Just gave up on that dream. And then all of a fucking sudden, I see Zac Efron do it, and I'm like, I can't give up on that. I can't give up, dude. If fucking Zac Efron can do that, dude, then I am not gonna fucking throw in the towel, dude. And so we reached out to Ocean Ramsey ourselves
Oh, really?
trying to fucking make it happen, right?
Yeah, you reached out and she was like, okay, well, it could happen on, Monday or Tuesday. And you're like, I'll book every trip that week.
Right. And she was like, she says, it's better if we book 2 sessions in one. So we go for a morning dive and like
The afternoon dive.
And I was like, I'll do 2 fucking sessions every fucking day for like 2 weeks. I don't care. Like, let's get it done.
Yeah.
I forget why we didn't, but
What was that's Oahu, or that's what island is that?
North Shore of Oahu.
I'm telling you, February, dude. Let's go ride a shark.
dude,
Do it, Steve-O. I'm rooting for you, my man. And what's funny is I was like, after that, everyone's like, was that terrifying? I'm like, yeah, for sure it was. And I was like, you know what? I did that. I'm never going to do it again. Now I've been shark diving like 4 other times. I've done Shark Week on Discovery Channel twice now. I did it for my own show, Bad Ideas, that I did on Quibi. And I'm like a shark guy. So I'll come with you. I'll ride a shark with you.
dude, epic.
Yeah.
Dude, tell us about Quibi, man. When did that go down?
When did my show dissolve the entire company? When did my show ruin the $1 billion company? It was awesome. They right before the pandemic started, I did 8 episodes and I did all kinds of cool shit. I swam with a meat diaper in the Amazon River trying to get piranhas to attack me.
Nice.
Dude, I'm very truthful when I say that specifically Wildboyz, that show inspired me.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
So you knew that piranhas would want no fucking part in messing with you because you're not dead.
Dude, I didn't know that. And
But
then
when you swim in
I
the
have all
Amazon
this,
River-
I have all this like meat on my dick and thinking like, oh, this is going to be insane. Like, and it, couldn't get a piranha to. We saw piranhas. They're like, there's a piranha, and it's just me like teabagging the water. And then it wasn't until later that someone's like, well, you're not supposed to pee in the Amazon River because they
have the organisms that go up your dick hole and then they get in your bloodstream.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, well, I wish someone would have told me that at the beginning of the fucking day. I've been pissing in this water all goddamn day.
Right.
Yeah, and it mostly the bad idea. Essentially, the show is me and a celebrity friend travel around the world doing inherently dumb, crazy, silly, bad ideas, and it was super fun. And I hope to do it again. But then Quibi like fully dissolved. Like,
oh shit! I
yeah,
didn't know
Quibi. Quibi's like done. They're done, and so they like closed up shop. Admittedly, they launched at the worst time. The time when you're like, especially they launched like at the beginning of the pandemic when everybody's at home. Everyone's like, well, I'm going to watch my big ass TV and I'm going to watch an hour long. I'm going to rewatch The Sopranos or whatever people did.
Tiger King
for sure.
Yeah.
I did everything. I watched so much goddamn TV. I watched Tiger King. I rewatched The Sopranos. I watched Entourage. I was deep in the cut. I'm rewatching Breaking Bad right now. I watched Mad Men. I'm like,
nice.
I've been putting in work. People ask what I did in the pandemic. They're like, did you write any movies? Did you do anything? Have you been working on your stand-up? Nope, none of it. But I tell you what Don Draper did in 1965.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so great. Do you enjoy sports? Like, I'm a big UFC fan. I can't get enough, but I watch every fight.
Every time I watch UFC, I fucking love it, and I'm like, why don't I watch this all the time? And then I just don't. It's the same with boxing. Every time I watch boxing, I'm like, what an awesome sport this is. And then I just never ever watch it.
Yeah.
But I watch. I do like. I'm a big basketball fan, so I was glad when they came back and did the bubble. I was like, oh, thank God. And also, like at that point, I was just like binge watching the news, which sucks,
dude.
Which
Lester
just like
Holt.
Yeah, my boy Lester. Yeah, I'm a situation room guy myself.
Oh,
my boy
nice.
Wolf Blitzer. Yeah, that guy. That guy can
That guy
get it.
fucks.
That guy fucks for sure. Wolf. Homie Wolf.
Yeah, what a name, dude.
Wolf.
Dude, Wolf Blitzer. The first time I didn't ever watch the news, and I was doing I was doing classes at the Second City in LA, and which is an improv school for people that don't know. And I was taking classes, and they are really big into politics. They're like, you should know stuff because it's good to lampoon politics, and And so I'm like, oh, okay. And then someone like brought in a sketch. It was like, and he calls himself Wolf Blitzer, and I'm laughing. I'm like crying laughing because I think it's a fake name that he made up. And I'm like, that is the most hilarious sounding name. I was like, that's too. And then like, it's his real name. And I'm like, bullshit. There's not a human being out there named Wolf Blitzer who's a newscaster.
What is that, dude?
Yeah, it's like one of Santa's reindeer or something.
Yeah.
It didn't even occur to me that how dope that name really is.
Well, then like all the weathermen on the news are like Dallas Rains, or like they're like there's different fucking. Are those fake or are those real, or is it like destiny for those guys to do what they do?
Yeah, I feel like if your name is Dallas Rains, you have to be a weatherman.
Yeah.
In Omaha, when I was growing up, the weatherman was named Jim Flowers.
Yeah,
Nice.
and he always had a flower boutonniere on his lapel of his jacket. I think like if you have a silly dumb name like that, you're like, well, there's a one career path for me.
Yeah, there's a future for you.
Dude, epic. Hey, do you sell merch? Do you have like a website with an online store and shit?
We're getting that right now for the podcast, but it is not up and running quite yet.
Yeah.
But
And
I need to.
Yeah, dude. We like to ask people that. We typically like to sort of be invasive. Ask people like what their top revenue stream is. Like
net worth.
Yeah, quickly ask my net
FICO
worth.
score.
Yeah. But no, it's just I'm particularly interested in merch because we just started our own fulfillment center. It's we took over the act of actually fulfilling each order that comes in with our own warehouse and everything.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, that's why I'm able to distribute signed dick pics at steveo.com. But yeah, dude, hey man, I gotta say, dude, I was surprised and honored and overjoyed that we got to do this with you, man.
Dude, I was stoked. I was stoked that you guys asked. I would have done it a million years ago.
Dude.
I love you, dude, and
Dad, I appreciate that
I
much.
I appreciate you asking me.
Hey, you got me in my biggest movie to date, dude.
Yeah,
I made a silly YouTube video I called it My Humiliating Acting Career. And as embarrassing as it is, each little random movie role was like a step up from the last one, and it all culminated in this blockbuster hit, which was Game Over, Man.
Game over, man.
I got to star alongside your schlong.
And don't forget about Shaggy. Shaggy was also a big star.
I didn't get nearly as much screen time as your schlong.
Yeah, he was. Well, my dick got third billing, so it had to.
7 pages, that dick.
Yeah. SEG after rules were we had to give him a certain amount of screen time.
Had a speaking role. Well, yeah, dude. Is there anything that we can send traffic to? Your Instagram, your website.
Yeah. I mean, fucking come fuck with me on Instagram. Just Adam Devine. I recently changed it. I had the pseudonym of Andy Bovine.
I remember.
Which was a nickname that I got in high school because Adam Devine just sounds like a fake name. It just sounded like too cool for the spazzy little, kid I was. So like I was hanging out with a lot of older kids when I was like freshman, sophomore, and like one of the seniors was like, yo, dude, your name is no longer Adam Devine. It's Andy Bovine. And I'm like, hey, I also like that nickname. So, but then I was getting people that I considered like I was friends with them, but like they're Hollywood friends. So we don't really see each other that often. We'd see each other at parties. And I remember I remember some dude was like, who I considered a buddy was like, hey, Andy, I want to introduce you to someone. And I'm like, oh, and then like thinking, oh, he just kind of misspoke. And then he goes, hey, this is Andy Bovine. This is, and he's introducing me. And I'm like, what? Like,
Did you go along with it?
No, I called him out right then. I'm like, you think my name is Andy Bovine?
Like it's Wolf Blitzer.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's Adam Devine. He goes, I thought Adam Devine was like your stage name and your real name is Andy Bovine. And I'm like, I got to just get rid of it. So it's now Adam Devine on Instagram.
It's like, this is Cheeto Santini.
Yeah, totally. Hey, you met Cheeto Santino.
Yeah, dude. Well, right on. I was following Andy Bovine for years now, dude. I don't even know that I noticed it changed, man. But that works for me too.
Awesome.
Let's go swim with some sharks soon.
Yeah,
hell
dude,
yeah,
we're
man.
We're looking at surfing. Been at the base of snow-covered mountains in Alaska, and then hopping on a plane over to Hawaii to ride sharks this February.
Jesus Christ. You live such a great lifestyle.
Well, hey man, if you want to tag along and barf on yourself, dude, it would be an honor.
Yeah, that makes for some good footy.
Yeah, we can always use pukers. You know?
Yeah.
I'll puke too, dude. I'm fucked in the water.
Yeah, he's got terrible seasickness.
Yeah, I did the same thing in Fiji.
Yeah,
Puked
man.
everywhere.
Dude, the thing is you don't know you're seasick until you're out there yakking. Like, and I've been on boats before. It just like sometimes it hits and sometimes it doesn't.
100% of the time.
100% of the time, dude. I know before we get on the boat it's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, and he's a real waterman too. You can't get enough of the ocean.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
That is wild.
Well, fucking A, man. Right on, brother. Thank
Awesome,
you
man.
again. Truly an honor.
Hell yeah, guys. Let's do this again sometime.
Love you, dog. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
thanks,
brother.
Adam. Super cool talking to you, man.
Yeah, later. See you, Paul, with your sexy ass voice.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Did I mention that I was just down in San Diego at our new fulfillment center? It's a warehouse, and the business is called Tight Box Packing. Well, I'll tell you, it was a rough trip because I didn't have Wendy, and I also didn't have Lux.
Afterthought.
I mean, like, fuck. But it was a productive trip, and as I told Adam Devine, there are dick pics for sale at steveo.com. And if you go right now, you'll find both autographed gnarly DVDs and autographed dick pics. But hurry up, because those DVDs are going to disappear, man. Thanks for hanging out until the end, guys. I love you so much. Into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Segura in the flesh.
ATX, baby.
Yeah, dude. I
Can't believe you had this thing driven halfway across the country.
I know. We are physically in Austin, Texas, and I employed our buddy Vinny to drive it all the way here for this.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Do you know how much I like you? I'm telling you this out of the top. This is how much I like you. I got a call this morning
Yeah.
that they could fit me in for an MRI that I need to get
Oh, shit.
this morning.
Is this a basketball injury related MRI?
We don't, the surgeon thinks it's not related to it, which is kind of scary.
So it's in your knee?
No, it's stemming from my neck and spine. It's a nerve compression. He's like, I want to get this MRI, and they're like, we can fit you in, and I was like, I gotta go see Steve.
What time do you gotta? What time you gotta be there?
No, we moved it. We're not gonna do it.
Fuck.
Man.
For this, so cheers.
Dude, cheers to you,
Cheers.
brother.
Fuck my back.
Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy, man. Bert Kreischer would never do that.
Bert would have never done that.
Yeah.
He's selfish.
terrible
He's a
person.
narcissist.
Yeah, he just gaslights people all day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fucking sipping out of Hitler's teacup. Guy's an animal.
Yeah, you really got that off the dark web?
Yeah, I had to. I mean, I had to.
Can't really talk about it.
I talked to some people who knew some people. You know.
Did you use Bitcoin?
No, but I separated myself from the cash transactions.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they looked pretty similar when you did those photos side by side of them drinking.
It was his favorite cup.
Yeah.
That's what he was like, fuck Poland. And he sipped it. And then. Yeah.
You saw that he.
I saw it. It was, just like on TMZ, it took me forever to notice any difference.
It's pretty much the same thing, man.
Yeah, very much. So yeah, dude, here we are in Austin, Texas. You've been here for what, a year and a half?
Year and a half now, yeah.
Do you like it?
It's great, man. I mean, it's a total change in pace, you know. The way that I always think about it is that we work in chaos.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're at shows, you're at, thousands of people. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on. And you're coming back to a place that for me is much more tranquil, peaceful, which is a nice change from, personally, I did 19 years in LA. And I don't dislike, I still like LA a lot. There's a lot of things I miss about it, a lot of things I think are rad about LA. But it always did feel like you were leaving, you're coming back from chaos to kind of more chaos. And this is, for me, is for having, I have 2 little kids. It's a very peaceful setup now. I like it.
I donated my skateboard to one of your kids.
Dude, that kid, he's like our wild dude. And so, he's
6 years old.
He's 6 years old. We took him to the skate park, and he was going off the ramp with this dude was like, how long has he been skateboarding? And we're like, this is his first lesson. And we're like, what? This guy's a fucking maniac. And he was just, he loves it. He loves it, dude. So thank you for that.
Oh, dude, my pleasure, man. It was a great way to plug my Wee Man steveo.
Yeah.
Worked out great for me.
Merch.
Yeah, dude. You had spoken to Scott about merch, right? What's going on with the merch?
Yeah, well, I think after we spoke on the phone, you were building a website, or it was your old website to your new website, or you were interested, and yeah.
It went well. The guy we ended up linking up with is the best.
I don't even know if I linked you up with him, did I?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was during the pandemic when everything was taking off, and we were trying to find a merch person too. But I mean, that was our one connection. Then you had my brother on your podcast talking about bukkake.
Your brother, here's the thing that I'll never forget about your brother. When he was telling me one of the things he was telling me was that, he was like, he was on heroin.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he kept saying this thing that has never left me, which was he had a job. He had I think real estate or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I kept I just couldn't get it to get I would show up late, or I would forget the thing, or I was supposed to be here, but I couldn't get it together, right? And I remember him telling me all this stuff, and for some reason, it's like when someone says something and dots connect. All the times in my life where I've thought about somebody being like that, and you want to go, the fuck is going on with you, man? It made me go oh, maybe that person was on drugs, and not drugs where you go falling down, strung out, clearly on drugs. He was doing drugs, but still, participating in trying to work. And those kind of people always made me crazy, where you're like, dude, it's fucking 10 o'clock. Where are you? And he kept telling me how he was every time I had an appointment or I was supposed to do something, I would just fuck it up somehow. But it was because I was either on heroin or looking for heroin or trying to get heroin, and it's never left me. I think about it all the time, about all the times that you're trying to get something done with someone, and you're like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, there's your spidey senses are going off, and they're disheveled, and there's unmanageability. They're 8 minutes late. They're
for everything.
Fucking sorry. They're sweating. It's
and that was drugs. He was like, oh yeah, that was heroin.
Yeah,
that was me trying to get through life, but having heroin pull me in this direction.
Yeah. It's probably safe to say that if somebody's like that, there is definitely something pulling them
in that
where it's not a priority.
Right, exactly.
You know, because it's like, that doesn't, like, you're sober. I mean, not sober, but like,
right, but not on.
You're on point. You know, you're business savvy, and like, you tell us to get here at a certain time. You're here. We're here. It's like we got shit to do.
Everybody, you kind of, you know, and but like, there's also like people, you know, this is like we're all, you know, friends and doing this, but like, also like when you hire somewhere, you're like, hey, you know, like, hey man, show me this property, and the person's like not answering, and then you're, the fuck are you doing?
Their address is off slightly, and you're like, dude, you're a real estate guy. Like,
what are you
how
doing?
the fuck is that happening?
How are you not doing this? You know?
Yeah.
But for some reason, he has been. That story for me is one of those things that is like, it's a file in my head ever since he said it. I always think of it when somebody is off. Yeah. I'm like, maybe this person's on drugs.
Yeah.
He'll be super happy to know that too.
Well, I mean, and also, I'll tell you this, as somebody, I saw him do stand up at the store like, I don't know, 5 years ago. And I was like, oh, you know, there's kernels of like a funny guy here and stuff. And then I've seen him on Instagram posting clips now, and he has gotten like light years better. He's gotten really good.
Yeah, he's been practicing a lot, and he just had a kid too.
I did not know that. Him in Chelsea.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that too. Is you know, because you started killing it before you had kids, or did your trajectory start taking off? Because like,
we were like, we're not having kids,
right,
until we can pay for kids.
Right.
I always thought that was a fucking, because we had so many friends in stand up who like even Bert, for instance, you know, like he's one of those guys, has a kid, is like a feature act, making $100 a show, and I was like, and I wanted kids. I was the opposite of like a lot of couples, where I was the guy being like, I want kids, and Christina was like, we're gonna have kids on what we make? This is fucking crazy. And I knew like other comics who had, you know, they had their kids at like 22 and they're out there doing, and I'm like, I was like, I mean, that was the part that I didn't fight back on that. I was like, you know, I don't mind. I feel like you have to be like doing extraordinarily well to have kids, but I didn't want to be at the level I was at the time, which is a feature act. I'm making $100 a show.
Yeah.
And that is before I pay for my plane ticket. And you're like, dude.
So I'm guessing that the 6-year-old is the younger one.
No, he's the older one.
Oh yeah, because you've been killing it for a lot longer than that.
Well, actually, you know, he was born. We decided we could start planning to have a kid after. Like we could start planning to have a kid, and then he came along, you know, about 2 years later.
Okay.
So like, in other words, started to do, like, I probably could have been like, we could have a kid. 2013, 2014, it became clear like this trajectory is going better, like, and like, hey, we can start looking to do that. And then he was born at the end of 2015. So it was like, you know, it was like solidified, like, okay, we're not going to be like, oh my God, how are we going to pay rent this month?
Yeah.
And then we started planning to have a kid.
But
he'll be 7.
Yeah, because I mean, the dream of yours is to do comedy. Like, were you worried that having a kid would like crush your dreams?
Yes.
Did it make you work harder?
Well, both. I think both happen. When you have a kid, you start to go like, oh, like your immediate thing is like, well, I'm no longer cool, right? Because you're like, when you're out and you're like drinking, partying, you're just like this. You know, nothing. You know, I can go to bed at fucking 4 a.m. All of a sudden, you go, if I have a kid, am I going to be like a dad comic who's like diapers? You know, and like my shit's going to be automatically lame. Like that's your fear. But the other thing that happens, I think it's almost like in our DNA is like the second it's like your you know, your spouse starts showing and you're like, oh, there's a fucking baby that I'm responsible for. You go into like this like hunter gathering, hustle mode where it's like a drive that you didn't know even existed in you. You know, where you're just like so focused to be like, I have to provide.
Yeah, I had a guy ask me one time if I was like 30, and he's like, you have kids? And he's like a Middle Eastern guy, and I said, no, dude, I still got a lot of stuff I want to do with my life. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I want to make money and this and that. And he was like so shocked, and he's like, in the Middle Eastern culture, the more kids you have, the more money you make. It's a good omen.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I still remember Al Madrigal. Al Madrigal was telling me, I think I was telling him, this was before we were having him. He was like, "Don't you want kids?" Because he had kids young too, or he had kids young, and I was like, "Yeah, but this and that." He goes, he was kind of like that. He goes, "The universe will provide." He's like, "If you have kids," he goes, it just provides. You're gonna be fine. Like, do it.
People used to have kids so that when they were old, elderly, that they would have these kids to take care of them.
Yeah.
And then now, it's like the kids are just baggage and burden, and the elderly are taking care of their kids like forever.
And people and like American culture is kind of sad on how we treat our elderly. Like
my God!
When you compare it to like the Japanese, where they just like honor
they
the elderly.
revere
Like
the
wash
elder.
their parents' feet every morning before they get out of bed.
And we just get them out of our sight. Like it's a party foul to be old.
Yeah, it sucks. That's really sad.
I know.
And because I actually still really dig, like, you ever just like run into some old dude and just chat him up, and you're like, this was like the best. Even if it's like a 5-minute combo, like just the knowledge, the stories, the fun of those guys. And like, I feel like most of them are like, someone's talking to me.
Right.
Almost like a homeless person. Like a homeless person will be like, thanks for talking to me.
Right.
Like old people would be like, hey, thanks. Like,
that's why I'm so scared of old age.
Yeah.
Because to be an old attention whore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Where you need to be the center of attention, but nobody wants to pay attention to old people.
So true.
Because old people are a reminder of mortality.
Absolutely.
And nobody wants to think about their mortality. They want to have their blinders on and just like la 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 la.
I know. And you get every year. I mean, I don't know if it happens to you, but like every year I get older, there's this part of you that has to go like, oh, like I am inching closer.
Right.
Right? Like you don't want to like spend all day thinking about it.
Right.
Then like you get phone calls like, hey, we just need to go over this whole life insurance policy you got.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right. And then they're like, so if you go, and you're like, oh shit. Like
You have life insurance?
oh, I got massive life insurance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beneficiaries is a scary word, and fucking
Yeah. And it gets like, I mean, then there's like all these little types of like I've had different policies, and like it's a very morbid topic, but then you start going like you have the conversation, and in my case you finish the phone call and then you like turn around and you see your kids and you're like,
right,
yeah, I kind of gotta set this up. Like,
has your premium for life insurance gone down with your weight?
I just got a new policy, and I have a call about it's a new type of insurance that I've never even. I think because my tour is so big, they're like, oh, we can get you into this big baller life insurance program now. So I think it's I don't know what it's going to be, but I think I'm in a better place for sure for not being huge and fat.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, you look at your catalog of specials.
Yeah.
And like, hey, you were a bigger boy.
Well, you're getting more handsome as you get older.
It's just, dude, I mean, I wish I could. I get mad at myself about it because, like, I hate that. I almost, you ever like resent that something's part of your story? I resent.
Yeah, my attempt at becoming a rapper.
Yeah. Like you hate that it's a footnote.
Yeah.
Like I almost resent, my own struggles with weight. Just because I know it's not it wasn't a disease. It's not like I'm not genetically like, oh, if I eat, it's just from being an overeating sedentary person. You know what I mean? Like
but dude, is that because I get like that as well, touring on the road, like you're in a hotel room, like you kind of want to comfort eat. Yeah,
you know what it really is? It was not dealing with emotions in a healthy way. I just like an emotional eater, and I would just stuff myself and like eat like an asshole and not exercise. And then you go like, hey, how'd you change that? Well, I started eating healthier and exercise. Like it's so simple that it almost
just the shame that you're not in a shame spiral of like masturbating in a hotel room,
which
eating
was
fast food,
yeah.
and then you just go to bed, take a nap before the show for 3 hours.
That's exactly what. And I also feel like that is part of that is actually the when you don't know what's going to happen with your life, when you're fully signed up for stand up, like fully signed up for stand up at like 20, so you realize you're like 26, 27. So, you know, everyone started their careers kind of out of college and they're like, you're like, all right, now I'm like 4 or 5 years removed from that. And now I'm in, and I'm making $100 a show. I'm doing 6 shows, and I have to pay for my plane ticket, and you know, like I'm gonna go home with like $200, and I think the anxiety of almost like this is crazy would be a masturbation, food binging, lay around all day kind of cycle.
Yeah.
That would, it would be like.
I seem to recall a bit in one of your earlier specials about masturbating in hotel rooms.
Oh yeah. I mean, all that shit was like, this is what I'm doing. I'm talking about. You know, they always say like, talk about what you know. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. Like,
right.
And then like, I remember like, I remember lying about my weight in that special. In that special, I say I'm 245. Well, I remember I do. I say I'm 245. I'm 255 in that special, and I say I'm 245 because I think I'm more comfortable lying about those 10 pounds. And then on the next special, where I'm actually doing like my career's going better, and I remember I had a gym membership and I hired like the trainer. I'm working out more, and I'm actually like a little bulkier, but I'm eating more. I'm actually like 263 in the next one. And I'm like and then I remember the end of that, like that special and that tour comes out, and I got on a scale and I saw I was 268. And I was like, holy shit, this is like really getting towards the big 300 that you don't want to hit. And that's when I was like, but even then it was like, you know, it's always been like up down.
Well, it seems that it's the opposite, because you know you lost the weight and have kept it off. Like you didn't.
Well, I think when you're the person, you're so fixated on little amounts, because I actually got I lost a bunch of weight for the special that came out called Disgraceful, which came out in 2018. Then I gained 20 pounds, which doesn't sound crazy, but the next special that came out, I'm 20 pounds heavier. And I was so ashamed of that, because like I was so happy about where I had been before. And then that special came out. Then I got injured later that year with the basketball thing. Yeah. And that was the thing that really, when I got out of the hospital, I was like, man, I gotta finally try to be consistently healthy. Like, meaning like, not just go pick a number, like, because I think that's the big fuck up for people that are like trying to manage weight, is you go, this is just stick to the number. It's like, you gotta just be consistent in your maintenance. It's not about being like, I need to be 210 or 200, like whatever the number is. It's like saying, no, I gotta just eat right and exercise and like not be a piece of shit all the time. And that's the difference from now, is that I just try to be consistent with like.
What do you do at home?
What's your exercise of choice?
Right now, so I mix it up. I have a Peloton bike, so I do like, I like that for like on cardio days. I have kettlebells. I like doing kettlebell circuits, you know, so like you do like swings, goblets, press, like you kind of mix up split squats. And then on the road, I bring a trainer. So that's really the game changer. Is I bring Sean Nix, who's like this super fit, like dude who he's with me like he like this every day on the road. So it's like he orders lunch, I order lunch with him. He's like, when are we going to the gym? We work out every day.
And you're traveling on a tour bus?
Yeah, we fly, and then usually the bus meets us where we fly, and then, you know, we're in hotels. But like, you know, we also, it's like some hotels have like these unbelievable gyms. Some have dog shit gyms. Yeah. Sometimes there's no gym, and they go, there's a fucking, like a
Orange Theory down the street.
Yeah, so we just do what we do. We bring our boxing equipment. We might box one day, but we really have no days off. So we just consistently do things.
What's your writer like for food?
Food? It's my green room has turkey slices.
No
usually,
carbs.
Yeah, veggie platter. Yeah, I mean, most days I have yogurt and blueberries every morning for breakfast. Then I have like egg whites and turkey. And then we have protein shakes usually every day, 50 grams protein in a shake. And then, we do a lot of chicken, leaner cuts of beef. I used to always eat, like if I went to a steakhouse, I'd be like, what's the biggest fucking ribeye you have? And I would like stuff it would hurt. And I would be like, you have to finish. Like, crazy shit. Like, I feel crazy. And now it's like, oh no, I'll have the 8-ounce thing, and I'll be like,
filet
fine.
charred rare with veggies.
I mean, yeah, I feel fine with that. Yeah. It's just like.
Do you have a sauna?
No, I'm one of the only guys in my circle of friends. Everybody's a huge. Are you a sauna guy too?
No, we were talking about it, and because I'm dying to know. Everybody has saunas.
Everybody.
And I've been dying to get a sauna, and I'm about to get a sauna. The problem is nobody talks about what sauna they get, because there's certain saunas that, like, all the research is done at 175 degrees and higher. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what sauna is the best, and I was hoping that you had one so you could tell me which one.
So I am building my own gym.
Yeah.
Because I want to have some shit that I can't do at my house. So I bought a building. And I'm building my own gym, and I am getting a sauna in there, and I'm going to consult with a couple friends about
which one to get.
Yes.
What about, because I just bought the Morosco Forge ice bath.
I got a cold plunge at the house.
Yeah,
I like that.
Do you like it?
No.
But do you love it afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a good, and you know what really helped me get through it? So I remember, like, when I first got it, I was like, all right, what's the like, I just looked up, like, what's the minimum you're supposed to try to get to? And everybody's like, you want to do 3 minutes, start, if you can't do that, try to do 2 minutes, try to do a minute, whatever. So I get in, I started at like 50 degrees, which, like, people don't even respect it, like cold plunge, right? And I did my 3 minutes, and then I was like, all right, I kept doing 3 minutes, and I started to lower the temperature. I was just trying to figure out, like, how can I don't know, do better at this or whatever. Wim Hof?
Yeah.
Sure.
He has this YouTube video that's just a breathing exercise video. It has like 40 million views.
Okay.
Like 40 million. And it's him, literally, it's not even his face, it's his voice taking you through a breathing exercise. In, out. Now, and it's a guided breathing exercise. And you see numbers as the breath is animated, right? I did it with him, so I put that on top of the cold plunge cover as I was sitting there. And then and then he's like, now take this break, and now let's do the next sequence. And
Is it designed for breathing while you're in a cold plunge?
It's actually, you can use it for that, or just guided breathing, even like if you want to just like start your day, because it has multiple benefits. Right. But it's particularly helpful in that setting, in the cold plunge setting, I think. First time I do it with him in like 47 degree water, 6 minutes. Because I was lost in the breath guidance. So like, highly recommend, if you're going to try that, or if you're trying to improve, to pull up that video and you won't even be aware of time. It's just, you just have Wim Hof taking you through it. It's
because you got a cold plunge.
I got a cold plunge. It's been sitting in my front yard for literally months. I don't even know how many months. A lot of months. I haven't even tried it yet.
Try it.
I haven't even tried it yet. And the last I heard was that, like, inside it's just like growing mold.
Yeah, we gotta fix that.
You have to have that treated.
Yeah, but do you notice a difference in your sleeping and all that? After the cold, do you notice any difference from it?
Oh my God! Well, the first thing is, like, when you get out, and in the moments afterward, after there's all types of actual chemical releases going on.
Yeah.
Your brain is releasing a number of real endorphins and like what is it?
Norepinephrine or
Yeah,
something.
yes. All that is actually, so you do have this sense of like euphoria and like, I mean, you feel like
You're invigorated.
Yes, you're very invigorated. Yeah.
Well,
it's a dope feeling. It really is.
All right, then I'm gonna have to try it.
Because that's a whoop strap, right?
Yeah.
And are you noticing good recoveries after you do ice bath? Like, when you wake up in the morning, what's your percentage of recovery normally?
It's been rough for me lately. It has been. My travel and
I'm on 99% recovery today.
I'm like 34% or something.
But I think that's good.
99?
Today last night I went to bed like aberrationally early. I'm normally like a night guy, and I just tapped out.
But dude, like we'll have a call with Whoop, and Steve's like, "Yeah, my HRV recovery is like 140," and they're like, "What?" Like triathletes don't even have that.
That is incredible. What do you attribute that to?
It's how good of a job I'm doing at avoiding sugar.
Really?
Yeah, I noticed that like when I cut out sugar, my HRV goes way up.
My that is my, everybody had like, when I used to want to just like lose weight. People would go like, cut out your drinking, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really drink, and then they just go, oh, and you're like, thanks for the advice.
How about Bert? He's like,
Yeah.
dude, I switched to tequila.
Yeah.
Tequila, my Whoop recovery is off the charts, dude.
He's so proud of his tequila discovery. I mean, he really feels like he made like a doctor who's like, you know what is causing cancer? Like he feels like he made an actual landmark discovery with tequila.
Yeah, all the comments on the video that I posted about that clip is just like, yeah, that's an alcoholic talking right there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and he's like here's what you need to do. You don't need to stop drinking. You need to start drinking tequila. Like he's really proud of this.
And I'm like, you think that's what it is? He's like, 100%.
100%. So out of his mind. No, for me, I have noticed so much of how my life is, like how everything in this shell is affected by sugar.
Yeah.
If dude, like it's not just weight, digestion, like
inflammation,
everything,
mood.
And I can have this like thing where I won't have. I'll have incidental sugars, or what I call like, this thing has 2 grams of sugar in it, right? You're like, whatever. But I mean, if you go like, I want sugar, like I want a brownie or whatever, you know what I mean? Like a donut. I can have that and be like, fine. But if you go like, let's have another one and let's have one tomorrow, like, and I build a pattern, it only within a couple days, I notice a complete transformation, like a complete downward spiral.
And like, we're both like addicts in every sense of the word. So like, if I open that cage door a little crack, the whole gorilla comes out.
Sugar's my favorite one. It's my favorite one. It's not.
It's the number 1 drug in the world.
It is, yeah. And I can like, people go like, if you had to like, like there, because high fat is very satiating, right? Like something like rich and
for sure
and butter, and I'm like, of course, delicious. But if you give me the option, I'll be like, oh, sugar every time.
Yeah.
Like on the way here, I had a headache. I woke up in the morning, had coffee, whatever, had a headache, and then I was like, man, I need to eat something. And they had dehydrated mango in the front on the way here, and I ate a couple. My headache went away, and I'm like, it's 22 grams of sugar for a fucking dehydrated mango. I'm like, I just drank a Coke.
Yeah.
My headache's gone. I think it's a problem.
Sugar's incredible. It's incredible.
They think that, like, when I went taking tours of the Mayan ruins, they were like, dude, these fucking ruins were around for 10,000 years or 5,000 years. And then when the British came, when they started like teaching them how to mill for sugar, everybody scattered because the diseases started happening and diabetes, and people started dying off, that they thought the land was cursed, so they left. But really what happened was they started teaching them how to like make rum from all the sugar cane and shit. And like they left within 100 years of that happening because everybody started dying of diseases.
Unbelievable.
I mean, sugar,
man. Yeah, it is. It's deadly.
in Texas, people are healthier. I mean, I guess in California's a pretty high baseline for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Texans feel more like. I mean, this also Austin's kind of an anomaly when you say
Right.
Texas, because
For
like
sure.
it really is like a unique place. I mean, this is the city that has the hippies and the
Right.
plant-based people. On top of, obviously, you still have like your barbecue and all that stuff, but
Right.
it is kind of a unique.
It's kind of Nashville-y.
Yeah.
And Portland. A little
Portland.
bit.
Yeah.
Like the whole keep Austin weird. There's,
I mean, it's the blue city in a red state. It really
Yeah.
is. I mean, this is like you can go 30 miles outside of the city and you feel like you're in a different country.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean,
yeah, I taped my first special in Austin
you did. Where
at the Paramount.
Oh, it's a great spot.
Yeah,
You guys were doing a live podcast there.
We did.
In
We
the
did one
beginning,
last
right?
year. Yeah, it was fun. Super fun.
It does with podcasting, like getting guests. Is that
I thought it was gonna be more challenging than it is.
do you piggyback on people flying in to do Rogan at all?
No. I thought that was gonna be a thing, and I didn't want it to be, but I also, you kind of just have like this acceptance. It's been its own like. No, people are flying in to do our
People
show.
are flying in to do, dude, epic, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Congrats on
I just
that.
had Tarantino on, and
Wow.
he did Rogan like, a couple months ago, but like
Right.
or last year, but I
What-
mean
Is Tarantino promoting
a book, yeah,
Okay. Oh yeah, he is. That's
yeah.
right.
So he had
I
like,
heard
but he
about
came
that.
in, did our show, and like, I mean, I've had a bunch of comics that like. They're just booked. We've flown people in. We've had people, it's just like, we also find out who's coming to town. Like we do it that
Right.
way. And, Joe's thing too is it's such a juggernaut. Like what he has is its own unique on a rocket ship thing that like, I never thought of it as like, I've never thought of it as like I'm competing with him or anything like that. It's like, he does this thing. He also has an incredibly full schedule too.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Booked out
Yeah.
like a month or two in advance.
Do you
So-
have a booker?
we've used like we have internally we have people that book, and then we also sometimes use an external booking service for certain people. But like also the agencies will help, like like
Your agents?
yeah,
And like
we'll kind of figure out like who they think would be a good fit, who might be willing to. And I have like a lot of started to even. I'll find out somebody that I wanna. Man, I'd love to podcast with this person, get their information, and start even personally reaching out to people.
Yeah.
I'll do that too.
Pierce.
Yeah.
We met up with the guy who shit his testicles out
Oh,
of his
Pierce
ass.
Paris.
Yeah. Dude, this
That dude's rad.
he's the best.
Yeah.
He's the best. I spoke with him since they're doing your podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, like here's the deal. I think that my episode with you was supposed to come out the 1 week, but it came out a week later. So he wasn't privy to everything I discussed about my future plans, and so I filled him in all in person. Okay, so this is what, and he's like, I'm in his wheelhouse.
Yeah. No, you guys are like.
Yeah, I'm in his wheelhouse.
He's so fun, and he's so creative. Like, dude, every time we announce a new live show, which is like our ticketed event,
Yeah.
which is like the no rules,
Right.
crazy streaming show, he puts together a pitch deck.
Dude,
Of, like,
He's a professional.
Yeah.
He's made multiple pitch decks for me.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, and then this will be on the back of a semi, and it'll be driven into my asshole. And you're like, all right. Like, he's really.
Yeah.
And I also say, I know I've said this on other podcasts, but I am always, I mean, and I think you probably have discovered the same thing. I'm always taken by how almost everybody I've met in the adult industry are like the kindest, like
Yeah. For
nicest, most down to earth people that I've worked. Like they're always so friendly.
Yeah, I want to get a porn star on this show.
And I cannot wait to start training with him.
Yeah.
Training my asshole.
Train your asshole. Nobody can get it ready like he can.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And he was just describing to me like the you have like an outer butthole and an inner butthole, and you have to start training the inner butthole.
Oh my god.
That's how things get stuck. The inner butthole.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
I'm gonna give it hell, dude.
Yeah.
So wait, he described getting some serious objects in there.
I bet.
Well, you can get a fist up there.
That is fucking wild to me. That is
Yeah.
something I don't want anything to do with either. I have
Right.
zero interest. I've had fingers in there. That's the
Oh,
most.
yeah?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've had
Yeah.
a finger in there. Yeah,
Sure.
but a fist, I have zero
Right.
interest in.
Right. I don't.
I even here's the thing. Like, I've had a finger in there, and I've been like, I want to, and like, I'm not trying to not enjoy this, but I almost felt like the more joy came from the moments before the finger. You know what I mean? Like the outer rim.
Of course. That's where all the nerve endings are.
Yeah, but the inside wasn't as thrilling to
You
me.
put another one. No, don't. But
You're like,
no.
I was like, and like, are you having fun? I'm like, I think so,
Yeah.
and I want it to be fun,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I think that's how girls feel. I guess like the first 3 times you do anal, it's horrible.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's the best thing ever.
really, that's
so I've heard.
so you've heard.
So it's probably like that with the finger.
You a big anal guy?
No, I like the idea of it.
Yeah,
Like the idea of how dirty it is
right.
is cool, but like the reality of it's like, oh, there's a piece of shit in there,
Yeah,
or
Yeah.
something
I'm
like that.
not too concerned with it.
Yeah.
So we were dying to ask you of the flying that you do.
yeah.
What percentage of it is on private jets these days?
God damn it, it's pretty high.
Are you ashamed of that?
I mean, it's a little. You're a little embarrassed by it,
You
but
deserve
also,
it.
well, here's the absolute real truth of this. The tour that I have been on,
I'm coming everywhere.
yes, the I'm Coming Everywhere World Tour is literally. I'm talking logistically impossible to do this amount, like these shows. If you look at the weeks and the amount of shows and the amount of cities, you could not. I would have to reduce the tour to do it commercially. It wouldn't be the same tour. It literally, you can't go. I'm doing Kansas City, Cheyenne, Eugene, Ottawa, Providence in a week. Like, you wouldn't be able to do it commercially. Like, the only way you can do
Yeah.
that touring is to charter, because you're literally going from the show to the airport to fly to the city so that you're there. Like, you'd have to do 3 connections on some of those. We would miss flights. Now, I don't do every flight like that. There's weeks where we go, all right, I'll fly it was like, I was flying to Toronto, and I was like, you know what? I'll leave the day before and fly commercially. It was no big deal. If I fly to LA from Austin, there's so many flights. I'm like, I'll take a commercial flight. But on the routing of the tour, it's mostly charter. Yeah.
Can you fly charter doing theaters? Does it make sense economically?
It depends.
2 theaters a night, yes? Or like, if you were consistently selling out 2 theaters a night, would it make sense to fly private?
On the answer would be, well, it really isn't a depends scenario, because what I mean by theater, like, first of all, there's different size theaters. Like, all this is very.
Right.
So it's like 3,000 and above, you probably can.
Yes, if you're doing 3,000 seats a theater, that's a pretty good sized theater. That means you're doing 6,000 tickets a night, and you're doing that a few nights, like 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. Yeah, you could do it. You still would probably. It's so expensive. You would still probably go back and forth, meaning like you take the commercial ones
Yeah.
when it makes sense. It is extraordinarily expensive. But here's the thing: the way if you look at it like the way I'm explaining, you're taking that charter flight to make money. It's not just for like
Right.
the flex or the luxury of the flight. You're actually going like, this flight is allowing me to go make money in this other.
Yeah.
You know.
That's our goal. We want to do, Are you still getting burnt out flying private the same way you would commercial, or not the same? Or?
I mean, the biggest convenience you find from a charter flight, you usually think of it as like when you see it, you see the inside of you're like, oh my God. It is the fact that when the flight's at 10 a.m., you could pull up at 9:45, and that when you land, you literally go from the tarmac to the hotel. It's the time saving.
Yeah.
It's like, it feels like
And sleeping all the way reclined.
oh yeah, and also like sleeping in that morning instead of getting up 3 hours before you need to be at the airport. So like it's that you actually feel like you time travel. Like you land, you're like, I can't believe we're here now. Like, you know, or you're in the next city you're performing in 2 hours after the show that just ended in another city. So you're like, oh, we're here now. Like you can't believe that you're there that quickly. That's the part of it that becomes, you're like, this is so great. I don't want to give this up. But it is extremely expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, when you're doing your tour bus legs,
Yeah.
is your tour bus these days wrapped with obnoxious
Burt stuff? No, it is completely discreet. Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew from day one I would not be that guy because I don't want
right.
like who's in there. I'm the opposite, you know. And the fucking first time I saw Burt's bus, I was like, you're gonna have everybody knocking on. He goes, no. And then he called me. He was like, dude, people are knocking on the door. Want me to come out? I go, yeah, it's got your face on it, bro.
The last time I spoke to Bert in here,
Yeah.
I cursed him. I said, you bastard. I saw you doing it. I fucking wrapped my bus,
Of course.
dude. You fucking... you,
Of course.
Yeah, we have. Steve has a sign that says it's not okay to knock.
Yeah, it's not okay to knock. Please do not disturb. And it's on a motion sensor. So when they're walking up to, like, it comes on.
That's, you have that.
That diminishes it, but
Right.
it does not
Does
eliminate it.
But like, I know that you at least have that, like, hey, respect me. Bert doesn't have that.
Right.
His sign might be like, go ahead and knock. But,
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Let me tell you the machine story.
Oh my God.
He sits him down.
Start
tells the
knocking. He's
story.
like, when I was 22 years old.
How much time does Bert spend in Austin? Like,
I mean, you know, it's not easy, obviously. Like he's made huge sacrifices for it, but yeah, he comes in and we try to bank, you know. I mean, the show, we always try to, like, the show is the two of us. We call it guest bears because we just have to now. But like he'll come in,
guest bears, meaning
someone sits in for one of the two of us. So like,
right, I was a guest with him.
yeah, and like this week, you know, he and Neil Brennan are on, and then like I just had Giannis on, like, you know, so people come in so that we never want to go dark for a week.
Right.
But like he'll come in, he was in town. We recorded 4 together. He's coming in town next month, and we'll do 4 over 2 days. So basically, we'll do a month of shows in 2 days. We'll try to do something together so we have like an activity or something fun to do. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's just the way to keep the show going.
Is 2 bears, does it do bigger numbers than your mom's house? Or about the same?
They vary. I mean, like some weeks your mom's house will do better. Some weeks 2 bears. I think the consistently
They're both huge.
They're both pretty big. I mean, it just depends. I mean, they're both pretty solid, like big shows. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bert's got to feel a little bit sad about how Bertcast does compared to...
No, it's not even close.
Yeah.
No.
Does Bert fly private?
Yes, a lot. Yes, but I fly a much better aircraft.
I bet.
Yeah, we did a Canada tour, and for my Newfoundland shows,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I'm going private.
Yes, dude.
I'm on your guys' heels, man. I've been
Dude, when you
I've been doing theaters where even like Bert's coming up, you know, like
yeah.
like
Let me-
the electric signs, like Steve-O's tonight, like Bert's, you know.
Yeah, next month. Yeah.
I mean, I'm even in the mix on the same theater.
That's
these
rad,
days.
dude. Congratulations.
Thank you. Super stoked.
Do you see more sellout tickets from like a swipe up or from like promoting it on the podcast? Or are you like reluctant to do that, or are you like,
No,
let's sell out, fucking boom, let's do a swipe up, and like, hey, there's still tickets left in Phoenix. Does that like,
if there's still tickets left, that's usually a post. I think like when they're like, hey, if you want to do a post, there's tickets left for Friday's show. That's a post. Usually podcast stuff is more like announce stuff. Like these are the shows coming up, and then that has its own effect. But the posts usually work for like trying to clean up a show.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm very gun shy about promoting tour on social media
why?
because I just feel like I want my engagement to be strong. I want what I post to be like super popular on there, and if it feels too promotional,
I feel like
or
that
solicitation, it's going to turn people off.
I don't think so, because you do enough that isn't that you've bought yourself the opening to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Instagram was like that a couple years ago, but now it's like it just needs content. Like your people are like starving.
I mean, I'm terrible. I don't particularly like. I'm not a good social media manager. Like I mean, like I think you like Bert, for instance. I mean, I'll give him full credit.
His tour promos are great.
He's the promo king. He, content guy. You do great content. I'm more reluctant. I just go like, I find that the stuff that does the highest engagement for me is anything that is truly an organic thing, which is usually actually a still. It's a still with a comment.
Right.
Those do the biggest things for me by far. I mean,
yeah, and like grievously fucking yourself up playing basketball.
that will do it too. That will do very well. That actually made me an incredible amount of money. But like I do a lot of promotional stuff, and I just kind of like, meaning like new podcast clips. Here they are. Announcement of things. Here they are. Because I kind of go like, this is a promotional tool, and then I'll tell myself like, all right, like I ran into steveo. I'll put that up, and that'll do huge engagement. It's just a photo and a caption, and it's kind of like, all right, this is not a I'm not saying click here. It's just
right.
This is just a photo. Yeah. And I think those are important to have. But I think you do so much content that you've bought yourself the goodwill to promote whenever you want.
I think once you get fake tits, that's gonna be a fun promotion.
That'd be great. Are you getting fake tits?
Yeah.
That's great. Those will look good on you.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, who wouldn't want to go see him on tour taking a photo with his titties?
Oh, how long will they be?
I'm only planning on keeping them in for 3 months, and that'll
in.
Be,
You're gonna actually get them in.
I'm gonna get a big
Yeah,
job.
what other kind of fake tits are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about like a prosthetic.
No, I'm
no.
fucking getting breast augmentation surgery, pal.
What gave you this idea?
And I'm told that I can do D or double D. So I only heard double D.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what made you do this?
It's the next logical step for me in the
gone.
That's where the bar is at.
Bro.
That's where the bar is.
The gone too far.
Dude, I was going to sleep last night at 8:30 p.m. and I was thinking about Tim Kennedy. I was like, dude, I could get Tim Kennedy to hook up the
Sniper.
Sniper
Sniper's tits off. You can have him on your mom's house when he's got the titties.
I would love that.
Oh,
Are you gonna change your pronouns?
No. I'm not. I
Dude,
identify as a heterosexual guy.
Okay, cisgender male, white male.
Yeah, it's heterosexual guy.
Double D?
male. That's what I'm told, man. I got I'm developing man boobs, dude. I can fit them.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's why. And when do you know when you're doing it?
Whenever my next special comes out.
And then, and then you'll have obviously the removal done after the.
Yeah. It's from my next tour is the Gone Too Far tour.
That's where Pierce is going to come into play.
I think this is going to do so well. You're going to be on nothing but PJs.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I got the connect for you, by the way. When you want to pull the trigger.
When you get your titties, he's got the connect.
Yeah.
Holy shit. shit, dude.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. How's married life, dude?
You know, it's good. I will say that embarking on a tour like I did is not helpful.
Okay.
It's not good for home life.
Right.
I was gone too much.
Yeah.
I think I talked to my agent about it. I was like, I'm not going to tour for a minute. I'm not like one of these guys that finishes the tour and announces my,
right. I mean, you don't want to take some time off to chunk together your next album.
Yeah, I like, that's how I work. I
For sure.
I work, hey, let's start over. I go to a club. I start working it out. And like, I already told him, I was like, next tour,
Bill Burr style.
60 cities, but spread it out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing, this tour I'm on, dude, I mean, it started in August of 21. It'll end May 15 of 23. And it's going to end up being like, I mean,
You came everywhere.
like 300 shows in like 190 cities. It's way too crazy. It's too hard to like have a healthy home life.
Right.
And do that.
It's tough, man. I have my relationship. We have a deal like we don't spend more than 2 weeks apart.
That's a good one.
And we've been breaking the rule a lot with.
And it's hard
because with the tour bus, like it doesn't make sense to go out for just 2 weeks. It makes more sense to go for 3 weeks.
Yeah. You ever fly her out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's invited everywhere I go all the time, no matter what.
How long you guys been together?
Almost 6 years.
Almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
I know. It's my first time I ever made it to 1 year.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first time?
My previous record was like 10 months in a relationship.
Your whole life?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now I've got the one, dude.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So how long have you been married?
We are at 14 years
14 years of marriage.
of marriage.
How long were you together before you got married?
Like 3 and change, I think. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's a long time. Young. That's
Yeah.
pretty young.
Right.
Young hearts beat fast.
I mean, we started dating when I was 25.
Wow.
Yeah. You're 43 now.
Mm-hmm.
You're I'm coming everywhere tour.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the special is going to be called?
No, I just shot it. I shot it 2 weeks ago.
Where at?
In Phoenix at the Celebrity Theater.
Okay.
So I shot 4 there. I've never shot 4 before.
4 shows for one special.
Yeah. All my friends started doing it, and I got kind of like, I want to know what that feels like. And it is kind of a game changer. Because I think what actually happens is knowing that you have 4 actually helps you on like show 1. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I've shot a bunch of specials.
You got to get the jitters out on the first
And
one.
you're like, all right. And then the
one's
second one's the one. And then like, all of a sudden I know I have 4. It's like the first show was like unbelievable. And I go, I actually think it was unbelievable because I know I have 4.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think I would have had the same experience if I had.
It's
only
just
2.
so nerve-wracking with the fucking
But I hate-
shitheads and the yelling shit out. Like
It's great. We had this guy, dude. The Celebrities in the Round, right? It's a theater in the Round.
right, okay.
So I'm like, it's unique in the sense that I'm actually almost moving the entire special, like in some way, like pacing, and in any direction there's audience. So like you turn here, there's audience, and I'm walking this way, and at one point it's like I'm walking across the stage, and I look here, and I see somebody going like this, right, like at the back, and I just to myself, I'm like, this is gonna be a problem, right? Like I'm like. So I just keep going performing here, and it's like I hit some punchline, it's like laughs, and then there's a dip, right? There's the natural lull of like that bit is over, and as it's like about to, the guy goes, Tommy, and I'm like, yes, hello. He's like, what's up, man? And I'm like, what's up, dude? And he goes, no.
Yeah.
And I go, you think this is the time to do this? Like you're at, and he goes, it is what it is. And I was like, yeah, I guess it is. And then you just see like security come.
Right.
And then after the show, I'm like, what was up? And they go, they couldn't understand why we were throwing them out. And I'm like, really? They're like, yeah, we were just saying what's up. I'm like,
So fucked up.
you know, you're like,
Right. I just saw a Carrot Top show recently.
How was
and
that?
I loved it. I loved it.
in Vegas?
In Vegas, yeah. And somebody piped up with something, and he says, "Oh, hey, yeah, I'm not busy at all right now." It's like, I'm not busy at all. What's going on, dude? And it was just so masterful.
Man, he is underrated for like how
Criminally-
seasoned a
yeah.
performer the man is too.
Criminally underrated is a title I'm.
Yeah, like the guy's a punchline to a lot of people, and you're like, this guy
Right.
has been fucking hammering this shit.
He,
Since
yeah,
91.
he's so funny, man.
Yeah, he's a funny dude, and those concepts, like
Yeah.
coming up with that shit,
Right.
they just dismiss them as like prop. You know, it's like and you're like, do you know the thought that it takes to come up
Right.
with that shit to get a laugh out of that? Like,
Dude, I love it.
yeah,
And
I think he's actually a very funny dude.
he's great. We had him on the podcast, and
I
now
gotta get him on.
it was fantastic, and it performed like
Bananas.
I mean, not bananas, but
Performed well.
Yeah, it was
How fucking jacked is he?
not so much anymore.
Oh, he toned it down.
Yeah,
He
and-
went crazy for. I saw.
Well,
I was
No.
like,
Steve brought it up, and he
I brought it
didn't
up
really
and-
want to broach the subject.
Yeah, that
this
was-
is something, by the way, that is going on more and more. Where I can't say somebody, I can't, because of the fact that they were so adamant. Where like, some dude's getting like super crazy jacked, and they're like, I don't want to talk about
right.
that, and you're like, okay, but it's like,
Yeah, I brought it up with Carrot Top, and he said, yeah, the camera adds 10 pounds or something.
But he was fucking.
there's this thing. But here's the thing: like these dudes, like the most famous dudes in Hollywood, right? In like action movies and shit.
Chris Hemsworth.
Hemsworth, The Rock.
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock is juiced to the gills, and you're like,
He's 48.
yeah,
No, he's well over 50 now, The Rock.
Oh, really?
and but here's the thing, man. Like when you're this size, he's like 6'4", 6'5", and you're 265 of just muscle, no body fat, and you're chiseled. Like you know, the human body doesn't just like naturally do this, except for in like the most rare, spectacular cases,
like
right?
Francis Ngannou.
Ngannou, exactly, something like that. But what's weird is like the complete reluctance to say like, yeah,
I'm juiced to the. It's like, hey kids, this body takes $500,000 a year to get to.
like why
Correction.
not be
He's exactly 50.
50 years old, right?
Yeah.
And like you know, 50 walking around like that, it's crazy. But what I'm saying is like, why are we pretending? First of all, there's a couple of things. Like, if you think that if you just got on a cycle, you're going to look like The Rock, you're out of your goddamn mind, right?
No.
It takes like an incredible amount of work and dedication and discipline to get there. But why are we all pretending
Right.
like all these dudes aren't on shit? It's fucking crazy. And they all are like, don't talk about it. And you're
Right.
like, all right.
And what I think this came out on the Netflix show Killer Sally, which I quite enjoyed. They said that there was like a bodybuilding competition, and then all of a sudden they made it mandatory no steroids for like 2 years, and like visibly like they just weren't so impressive
Yeah.
anymore, and they were like, okay, screw that, put it back on.
Back in the day, yeah.
Nobody wanted to
Yeah.
see these guys look.
There's a lot
like,
of these dudes that are like, don't talk about the fact that I'm on shit. And you're like, it was one of my favorite things when I, you know who Mark Bell is?
Mark Bell.
Mark Smelly Bell. He's like, he was a world-class power lifter. Now he's like a fitness. He developed the slingshot, which is this like thing that you can helps like bench press. And like when I first met him, I was like, we were looking at like these photos of him doing these crazy power like 1,200 pound squats and shit, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, and he's like, well, you know, I'm on like 20 PEDs, like, you know, like I'm on all this shit, but like, here's the thing. So he's like, yeah, I'm on that shit, but also like, you also go like, yeah, you know that if you took that shit, you're not squatting that. Like the guy,
right.
It's a combination of the thing, but he's not going, oh, I never took anything. Like the people live in this fantasy of like,
yeah, own it.
Yeah, like Schwarzenegger's like, yeah, we all did steroids. That's
Yeah.
what we like. When people are like, you did steroids, he's like, we all did them. Like,
Right.
do you think that if you did steroids, you would look like Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger? Like, it's not that
impossible.
easy, man.
Part of me thinks that it should be a requirement for professional athletes to take performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, who doesn't want to see an enhanced performance?
I mean,
dude, baseball in like 2006 when like Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, and Sammy Sosa were crushing home runs, like that was the best time in baseball.
it's the only time I've ever watched baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't stand baseball. I just want to see them fucking
Crush home runs.
Yes.
I want to see people roid rage and like break bats over their fucking head or knee, or like get pissed and throw Gatorade onto the field.
But like, for instance, that's an anomaly. Bo Jackson, that's a guy that could do that shit steroid free. He's a freak of nature.
He can run a sideways on walls.
Yeah, that's a once in a generation type of person. But everybody else is probably looking at it like, how do I do that? Steroids. That's how you do that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's broken a bat over their knee in a long time, have they?
Not that I've seen. He did that shit with ease.
I know, dude. Imagine that. Just
He
how
would do
pissed you have
that
to
with
be.
like, he would do it like it was a twig. He was like, damn, and just like snap a bat over his knee.
Yep. Bo knows, man.
Bo.
Oh.
I would love.
And then he went and played football.
Yeah.
They say that he would show up to camp, right? And camp is like grueling, and it's when you think you're in shape, right? Like players will stay in shape, then they get to camp and they're like, oh, I'm not in game shape, you know? And that Bo would show up like 3 weeks late to camp, and right out of the gate would just be blown by everything. They were like it was like he didn't even need camp.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
So you're home for a second and just back out on tour.
Back on tour tomorrow. It is the end of my actual. No, I have. Sorry, man. I have 3 more weeks of domestic touring, and then it's over December 4th, and then I do Hawaii for New Year's, and then next year is all international dates, and it ends in May.
Wow. So you're gonna have this special in it's just the same show, and then.
Well, the thing is, like, we're discussing when to release it. So, like, I don't know when it'll be released.
Is it going to be Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a Netflix special. It'll come out. I don't know when it'll come out. We have to talk about it, but
Is it? Are you doing that Netflix deal where you own it and you're licensing it to them?
no.
Right. Okay. Congrats. That's the.
Yeah. No, I did a different deal.
Yeah.
He's like, they have that deal?
No, that's the thing that they've been doing.
They've been doing the thing.
Yeah. That's a big thing they're doing now, is that they're
It's a licensing deal. They.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's killer, man. What can we promote for you?
a bunch of international dates are coming up. We've been moving to bigger. We're doing some arenas in the UK, in London, and Dublin, and Glasgow, and then
Yeah, the UK is our second biggest audience.
yeah, huge audience there. We moved to bigger places in Berlin, and Paris, and Vienna.
Wow,
I'm doing some
bigger places in Paris and Vienna.
Yeah, that's
Because
pretty.
Vienna is going to be more English speaking, but not Paris. Paris.
What ends up happening though is like because I did some of these markets last time, is the people that come to these shows all like I'm doing Chile, Peru, and Mexico City.
I'm looking at a Mexico City show.
Yeah, the people that come are either expats or bilingual. They're fluent English speakers.
Right.
So they actually end up being better audience than you imagine will come to
Right.
the show. So yeah, I just I have those dates, and obviously podcasts all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's it.
epic, dude. And you missed a crucial MRI to do this.
To
man.
do this, yeah.
I can't thank you enough, dude.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
might wither away just because I did this.
Yeah. Well, dude, I love you, man.
Love you
Thank
too, man. Thanks, brother.
Can I I take a moment to express gratitude that Tom Segura skipped the opportunity to have that crucial MRI so that he could do the Wild Ride podcast with me. What a bro. And what great people you are who stick around to the very end. You know, I love you. Oh, and by the way, my dad's in town. Careful with that whiteboard. Whew. Big time plans going on back there. Yeah, man. And candidly, we shot this today in Austin, and clearly I'm back home already. I had a long and fruitful day, and I love you. Thank you for sticking around. I'm going to bed with Lux.